Hi guys, I'm Yuki from External Development Japan at Solana Foundation. On Solana, minting an NFT usually means juggling several accounts and paying a little hefty cost. Metaplex Core changes that. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk you through how Core works using two simple ideas, a permit and a checkpoint, with animations that make it quick. No deep jargon required. Let's dive in. Let's start with Core's biggest idea. The legacy standard token metadata needs at least 3 separate accounts to represent a single NFT. Let me play this. There, in Core, all of that falls into one asset account. One card stamped like a permit, and the impact shows in the numbers. Mint rate drops from about 0.02020 SOL to 0.0029 SOL, roughly 87 cheaper on rent alone. Compute falls from 205,000 to 70,000 units. Lighter transactions mean more fit in a block, and they are less likely to fail. Let's look inside. On the left, legacy token metadata, a token account, a mint account, a metadata, and a master edition that proves it's an NFT, spread across 2 programs and wired together, complex to manage and costly. On the right, core, owner, name, URI, appellate authority, and plugins. Everything in one asset account handled by a single program. Ownership lives right inside the account, so there is no separate token account either. The simplicity is the foundation of Core. Core's flexibility comes from plugins. Think of them as checkpoints. The permit passes every time it moves. Let me play this. The NFT goes from seller Alice to buyer Bob through the freeze gate and the loyalties gate and arrives safely. Here, the loyalty 5% of the sale price is paid by the marketplace that honors it. Now let's freeze it. Toggle it on and play. The gate turns red and stops it. A frozen asset can't move. And one more. Try selling on a marketplace that skips royalties. The gate rejects it. By blocking transfers through non-approved marketplaces, Core can actually enforce royalties. Each checkpoint is locked, and who holds the key splits them into 3 types. Let me play this. The green owner managed key. When ownership changes, it revokes automatically as you see here. So, a permission you handed over to list an item resets the moment it sells, a safety feature. The purple authority managed ones, like loyalties or attributes, stay through a transfer. And the red permanent type is welded on at creation. It can never be removed and can even force an action through. A collection isn't just a folder, it's a parent asset. Let me play this. The issuer changes the collection's loyalty from 5% to 2%. With a single change, every inheriting member updates at once, whether it's 3 items or 3,000. It's one transaction. But this rare item, which has its own setting, isn't overwritten. It stays at 10%. Asset level settings take precedence over the parent. So far, the gate judged by their own rules, but the oracle is different. Its verdict comes from a separate account outside the gate, like an external inspector. Let me play this. the inspector writes pass. The gets reads it, and through it goes. Here is the near part. That inspector can be rewritten from outside at any time. Let's say no trading during these hours. Now it writes reject and it stops. You can change the rule dynamically by time or by price, and if it always rejects transfers, you get a non-transferable soulbound asset. So far, checkpoints were the judging side. Plugins also have a store date side that's attributes. Then let me play this. After winning a battle, EXP builds up and the hero levels up. Level and HP are rewritten inside the account on chain. The key point is this data is readable directly by other programs and indexed by DAS. Unlike the off-chain JSON used for the image and description, this is the real data that GameLogic can actually read. Finally, a feature unique to Core, execute. Until now, an NFT was just something to be held, but in Core, the NFT itself can have its own wallet. Then let me play this. The owner Alice calls execute, and here is the key. Where a wallet normally signs, the NFT itself signs, sending 0.5 Sol from its own wallet to another account. The NFT becomes the actor in a transaction. That opens up game NPCs, AI agents, even DeFi positions wrapped inside an NFT. To sum up, Metaplex Core is simple and low cost thanks to its single account design and endlessly extensible through plugins, royalties, freezing, corrections, external oracles, on-chain attributes, and execute. It's a next generation NFT standard on Solana. This interactive demo is linked in the description. If this helped, please like and subscribe. Then see you next time. Bye.